Welcome, Joyce. We're on our
Well,
11th
hello,
podcast today.
Annie. How are you today?
I'm great. It has been
Oh, isn't it
this
great?
is the ninth year we're in this location, and it has literally been the most exquisite fall
Oh,
I have ever witnessed.
how
All of
lovely.
the variations on the colors, they're all iridescent and neon.
Oh,
They're so vibrant and like one
really?
tree
I
will
never saw them like
I
that.
know. Like even I walked out of um someone else's home and right outside they had like this bush and the berries were kind of like a pumpkin iridescent. Like they had such a glisten to them and it was like it was just it was and but every day like I mean we're definitely moving through the last of the really great part, but then there'll be another tree that shows up that is just a vibrant red orange
But
and
a
just
lot of them are their leaves are off of the tr some of the trees completely by now.
yeah, but not quite. But what's so beautiful here is we have like 80 to 100-foot trees and we have a lot of pine and evergreen. So you don't, it's not
Oh,
like
oh,
other
that's good.
locations where you lose all the leaves off the tree and you just see the bare trees. There's so
Yeah.
many still beautiful trees that it's just
Oh,
and
that's
I
wonderful.
mean unbelievable. Truly unbelievable. I feel very, very blessed and grateful at this moment that it's almost like after Helene, this, the environment said, we're coming back. We're coming
When
back.
I lived in New York City, my friend Judy came back and we rented a car and we drove up all over New England during the foliage time. And it was magnificent to us both because we were California people. We don't have that kind of color.
Oh, it's the best. Very, very beautiful. All right. So today we're going to be talking about core stability, which is a very foundational and intricate topic for us to cover. So I'll start. What if your stability isn't silence, but sovereignty? Bridging generations through intimate conversation that preserve elder wisdom, awaken ancestral memory, and inspire soulful living in modern times. Whispers from the Hearth, brought to you today by Joyce and Annie.
What does that really mean, that first sentence? What if your
We're going to keep,
stability, you mean the physical stability,
no, it's more like your very foundational core. We're going to get to it
your identification of who you are as a
as we keep
senior?
working through it. I mean, I think
Uh-huh.
it's going to be different for each and every person
Yeah.
depending upon their followings and their philosophies of life.
Uh-huh.
But at there is underneath everything a core stability. There is an arena, I believe, almost like your innocence that's never touched. It's always there, and
Oh,
even probably there before the
I
Big
didn't
Bang.
even know that.
Well, this is going to be a good topic then for you because
Yeah.
I think it's really important to look at these. Everything that is being brought forward is really to kind of, awaken elders to the viability and everything that they are meant to be offering at this time, and the fact that they're here now and that they've made it through so many life experiences that ricochet them all over the place, who knows where. And that we get to be
Yeah.
here, right here. I mean, both of us know both of our lives have shifted in a really, really upbeat way that we're both so excited about. And so this is going to be a fun topic to look at. So I'm going to have you read this next slide as we go to it.
Okay. Beloved, what if your core wasn't meant to be silent, but stable enough to thunder? In this week's Whispers from the Hearth podcast, we ask, what if you were encoded to walk this earth not in survival, not in fragmentation, but as a radiant axis of purpose made flesh. Wow, hot
I mean,
diggity.
I
And
know,
I
I
like
mean,
the radiant in red. Yes.
and
I,
I think that, I mean, with everything that you and I discussed prior to starting the podcast, I think what's been so neat for, well, really both of us, is I think we're starting to really truly experience purpose made flesh. Like we're starting to really both witness what it feels like to be within our purpose, to actually be connecting on a greater and greater and higher vibration and frequency um, experience, what it feels like to be, in our purpose.
yes.
Do you feel like that's happening to you?
I think, well, definitely for me, because
Yes.
I have a whole new world ahead of me with purpose at the foundation. But I think it's a generality that people have accepted when they are in their 70s, 80s, that, well, this is supposed to be a time of relaxation
Mhm.
and no obligation and do what we want to do. But contribute? What? Babysit? That's the only kind of contribution we could ever muster up.
Right.
But yeah, they're programmed. They're totally programmed, or we are programmed. Um,
Many.
yes, yes.
Too many to count.
Oh yeah, but they
And
think
I,
that, but they're fine with that because they think that that's what they should be thinking.
Mhm.
They are not thinking in any way, shape, or form of what they could. It's a very rare. I wonder what the percentage, if they could ever
Right.
establish that. It's probably less than 5%.
I mean, we're in such a time of flux now. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm seeing it all around me. Everyone's it's kind of like the salt pepper shaker turned upside down and shaken all around and then flipped back up. I think that's what it feels like we're in, and how cool to imagine that we're moving towards radiance. That's a word that's been coming up with a lot of the work I'm doing with the
Radiance.
group, and I
Oh, I
love
love that.
I know. There's
I
something I
love, oh,
studied
I
called
gotta, that's a good, oh, radiant.
called the gene keys, and he talks about an area within this main chart that he does, and part of that chart, it shows an area that's called radiance.
Oh, I love that.
And you can have on these different circles, like life purpose and the different arenas that he covers, you
Mhm.
can have what's called a shadow side of that area. And then you can move into what's called a gift, and then you move into what's called a city, which is the highest evolved. um
And what is this? A course or something?
yeah,
Or,
yeah, I mean, yes, wonderful courses. His Gene Keys, and then
wow, I've never heard of that one.
Richard Rudd, I love him. He's fantastic. He's out of England, and I really like a lot of what he brings to the table. I am going more and more into it as I'm studying more about human design. And I already had, but now it's more fun to go into it because just like I think this is part of what we're talking about with the core stability is we start up leveling. We're in an opportunity as a species and hopefully as elders to up level.
Hmm.
Don't you
Hmm.
feel like you're up leveling?
I would have never thought to pull that word
Mm.
in this arena. It's magnificent. I love it. Re-
Yay. And then we have this beautiful picture where she's talking about World Kindness Day. How
yes.
lovely would that be if we had a multitude of the population that participated in World Kindness Day? I mean, that's
They
a
can
cool.
start doing it in the companies once a month. Have a kindness day
Mhm.
and watch it flourish.
I know. I mean,
A wonderful idea.
right, right. It's beautiful to really entice everyone to step into something that it's so soft. It's not, it's not harsh, it's
Oh, it's
soft.
wonderful.
I know.
I feel it. It's good.
So it's interesting to say the words were encoded because I don't know that um, many, especially of the population, but especially the elders, are used to looking at the word encoded. I think there's just so much that we don't know about ourselves as human beings. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
I still believe we're creator beings, but what kind of like I think you're learning more about your coding.
Oh, yeah.
Like it to really start to understand there is way, 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 way
I
more
think we
to
are going
it.
to learn a lot more. This whole coding world is huge, I'm
Mhm.
finding out. But the um, to even use it in this reference is very interesting.
Mhm.
What if you were encoded to walk this earth, not in survival, not in fragmentation, but as a radiant axis of purpose-made flesh?
Isn't-
Woohoo!
I mean, it doesn't it, do you feel it in your
Oh
energetic?
yeah,
I love it. Yay.
I do too.
Cool.
Was there more below it? No.
No, there wasn't.
Okay.
All right. Let me move this little thing out of the way.
Look at this happy smile.
I
Yeah.
know they're so cute together, and I love his little bow tie. To claim core stability, here we go. We're going to start helping you understand this term,
Okay.
is to reject the seduction of compromise, which is
Oh,
exactly what you were
brother.
talking about, and unhook,
It's a drug.
yeah, and unhook from the inheritance of fear. It is to
We can
say
just
with
do it
your
halfway.
entire being,
Yeah.
I remember why I came.
Mm.
And it's so neat. Like I hope my
Oh,
wish and
I'm
hope.
liking this one real well too.
Yay. Yay. That makes me glad. I'm hoping that
Remember why I came.
mhm,
I never even thought in terms of that. I mean, that wasn't even a consideration. Just getting through the day was a
I
consideration.
know, I know. We've had so many distorted
Yeah.
disruptions that have been placed in front of us, around us, everywhere, so beautifully orchestrated. And I don't want to judge it as good or bad. It just is what we encountered in our life experience of getting to be
Mhm.
a human at the time that we're here. And both of us have gotten to be here a lot longer than many. So it's just interesting to look at because there is such a seduction of compromise. It's like, oh, if that's what
Oh,
everybody's doing, then I'm going to do it. And what it has taken for so many that have not not compromised themselves, they've paid hefty prices. They've lost their spouses, their children, their companies, all their money. Some of them have ended up in prison. I mean, there's just been such a, a volatile reaction that's happened to many that have been willing to not
yeah.
be seduced and compromise. And what
Ah,
I mean, there really are pioneers and they really are explorers in new territory to shake loose this
yeah.
level of really chains. I mean, it's a chain.
I remember why I came. You know, what I'm going to have to do is I wish I had taken a screenshot of
I
the,
I can send them. I'll send them
oh,
to you.
I want to share them.
Yeah. And unhook from the inheritance of fear. I mean, we're I believe with the previous podcasts I did on what's coming in 2027 is um, we're finding out that fear is just again another disruptor that's not even real. It's false evidence appearing real.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Like how many have inherited that through many, many family systems
Of
where
course.
when
Yeah.
it doesn't fit the paradigm of thought steering, which is so big in our world, and and you step up to the plate and take on a completely different arena of purpose, like we both are doing, you know, we're no longer taking on the inheritance of fear. We're letting go of fear. I mean, I think my experience of you is that you haven't really gone into fear. I have because of everything I've been through.
Well,
But
yeah, I think it'd be a big feature in my memory bank too, if I had that.
yeah,
No, 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 I'm not fearful for
it's
some
so
reason.
great. That's so great.
Well, of course, I've never lived in neighborhoods that were fearful to be there, or anything. I, I didn't use a lot of public transportation or at night or something,
Hmm.
or some, what, I just, yeah, I think by not having a reason to be fearful was a big contributor of not feeling it.
Right, if we're creator beings, it's part of what you've created as your journey here. I mean, that's not to say that we're completely culpable for what our journey is about, but we
Yeah.
certainly we certainly as human beings have a part in how our world plays out and how we choose to go through it. And some of us have a harder time going through the school of hard knocks and coming up and out of them. And yet, it's just wonderful to see where so many are still resilient in coming through it. And I believe they're starting to really access this core stability that's always been a part of us.
Yes.
It's cool to look at, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It is.
I love this. I love there's so much joy in their eyes. I love people that smile with their eyes. That's like one of my favorites. So this
Twinkle.
is great.
They twinkle.
So you and I are right now rejecting any seduction of compromise and unhooking from the inheritance of fear. Yes. All right, here we go. All right, you get to read this
Oh,
one, Joycey.
so cute, that little girl, and that must probably her great grandma. Mm, cute.
You ready to read?
Oh, each of us is here as a vessel of profound power, not borrowed, not earned, innate, always awakening. We sure are. It's a journey that's forever.
And it's neat to look at it because again, I'm going to go back to the word radiance. It's how we're getting to our truest aspect of radiance. I mean, you know, I'm sure you've noticed that you'll be at a function or, years ago when we were more out in the public in a bigger way, where there'd just be somebody that would show up in a room and there's no way you could not notice them. Their radiance was so fervent and they
Oh yeah.
just had an energy about
A
them.
magnetic
Yeah.
quality. Uh-huh.
And we all have it.
Yeah.
We all
We gotta
have the
shine our
opportunity.
light.
Mhm. So these are great. I mean, all of these pictures are just so lovely and sweet.
They are very sweet.
It's all the different experiences we've all kind of touched on. We
Oh,
all have.
sure.
But one of the things that somebody was talking about today that I loved was putting forth focused awareness for 3 minutes every day. It's pretty interesting. I did it when went out on my walk today.
But
I
I choose a different category each time. I mean, a subject matter.
mean, well, focused awareness isn't where you're in your mind. You're literally in present moment. So for me to truly do that, and it's almost like a walking meditation for me, it was where I watched all the leaves flitting down beautifully. I
Ah,
heard the breeze. I saw the different colors. I saw the way the trees were speaking to
an
each other.
awareness. You were
Yeah, focused awareness.
enhancing the awareness to that around you, huh?
And I would guess that if we do that for 3 minutes every single day, all of us, where we just shut down our mind and just completely be present, and that doesn't mean our mind's not going to try and come in because it thinks it's the driver
Uh-huh.
of us, and it's not. It's really just a passenger. Um, it's I think the more that we put that forward, the more we're going to be able to be in awareness, which
I think
is
that's a good reminder of
Mhm.
uh, what people should be thinking about each day, especially, well, spring or fall in the East.
Oh, but
It's,
winter's nice too.
mm, oh, I don't know. I never find winter.
Well,
I
we
like
get
cold.
when we get snow, it's just so fun.
Yeah, just a,
We don't get a lot, but
it's just for the first night pretty.
I was up in Lake Michigan. I used to live up there for a bit, and I had a friend come visit. And she was 10 years older than me, and I talked her into going along the beach. It had to be. I bet you it was 20 degrees below zero.
Oh my
Like I
gosh,
could
you're
really handle it.
freezing.
And the poor dear, she did it with me, and oh my gosh, the wind was blowing so strongly. It was like I'm surprised we didn't have icicles hanging from our every part of us. It was so funny. And after we got done, I said, sorry. Oh, but it was so funny, so funny. So we're vessels of profound power. And I think that's, uh, I mean, I think we want that blended with humility, but I think that is part of our core stability, our innocence, where we don't even understand who we are. We haven't truly, as creator beings, tapped
Hmm.
the profound power that all of us have and emanate. If we choose it, if we choose
Yeah,
to really
exactly.
embrace
Hmm.
that aspect of us, and that is my greatest wish, and I hope yours too, with what we're doing here, Joyce, that we awaken people to remember these aspects of themselves and start to embrace it. I mean, it's kind of the same idea where, the focused awareness 3 minutes a day. Like if more and more elders tap this and really start being in the
Hmm.
wondrousness of who they are, I
Right.
can't even, I mean, I do believe
I mean, it's
there's
something
gonna,
that seems to me, it keeps come to me that senior um, facilities should have things like this, that
they
teach them. And
might.
then they talk amongst each other because they're already there to do what, or play cards or whatever. But and that they maybe decide to, well, let's practice it. Let's try to do it or something. And that they encourage each other to do it. I mean, it's possible. It definitely
Mhm.
is, but you have to get them started.
I mean, I think just because you and I aren't around that, we have no clue what all is offered. I mean, everything's evolved and there's so much more being offered, which
Oh,
has
yeah.
to be because our generation's so
Oh,
mammoth.
it's huge.
I know.
We survived.
Yeah, I mean, like even now, there's supposedly less babies being born. I mean, we're the last big generation like this. So, we want to celebrate. Now, I also want to say that I don't think elders are all older. I think there's can be children walking around that are elders. I mean, some of the verbiage that can come out of a child's mouth, you're just like mesmerized, like, wow, how did they process that and share that at 4 years old? So I think like sages, elders can come in all shapes and sizes. Do I think we're gearing more towards ones that, are 60, 70, 80, and 90? Yes, for sure. But I do also want to bring forth that I think there's some elders walking around in children's bodies right now. I mean, there's ones that are designing ways to clean water. I mean, it's pretty major, and they can be 7 and 8 years old and have that ability.
Oh, I think so. It reminds me of something I saw today. It was short, like a YouTube short, little video, and it was a baby, a young, I don't know if 18 months, do they stand it by themselves by then? I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, yes.
But anyway, this barely standing, and there were three big German shepherds in front of him that obviously were in the family, and the father or something would give a command, and they would all sit down or whatever. And the kid just let out, probably doesn't can't make a sentence or anything, and it just yelled this one word that was some kind of command to these three big dogs, and they all just fell down and dead.
Oh,
Like,
shoot.
I mean, it was shocking to see that they minded, it was the command, it wasn't the giver of it, but it was so amazing.
Oh, precious. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah.
some of the abilities that we're starting to see manifest
Yeah. I
really,
mean,
really young.
it, I don't know that this kid even could walk. It was just sort of balancing itself standing there.
Hmm.
Oh my
But I do
gosh.
think part of that is connected to ancestral lineage. So,
That
okay.
what?
To ancestral lineage, I think
Oh.
we just don't even know what all of us carry within our ancestors, that of what they've accomplished. I mean, some people to study genealogy, but you know, it's pretty cool to get to go into all the different accomplishments and characterizations of our lineage, of our ancestors.
Yeah.
I have a sister that's done that, but I'm not in touch with her, so I haven't gotten to really hear the depth. She sent me something, but she probably really knows a lot. Okay.
Today, we want to speak directly to the core of you, the place beneath the mask, beneath the noise, the place that is unbothered by performance and unshaken by praise. Hmm.
So again, we're going to that core stability that is, it's like the innocence that's here before we even, I think it's part of being a soul. And, there's no noise, and it doesn't matter about, what you've accomplished. And,
Mhm, mhm.
in that whole kind of um, sheeple type situation that we've all been programmed to be a part of,
Right.
and the ego is what needs praise, and we're shifting our identity away from that ego being the ruler of who we are, because it's not a support system that really rallies, in the right way. It's more related to performance and praise.
Hmm. Amazing. These are all things I've never given any consideration to.
Yay.
It's all good.
Then you're a nice first one to get to witness it with me, and for all those that choose to take this and really follow it. It's fun to start exploring the vastness and the depth that we are as
Yeah.
elders, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
totally excited. And you're acting like a very perfect person to do this with, because you're saying all the right things. Like, oh, I have never
Well,
thought of
today, that's a mixed bag.
that. But we're not worried about performance or praise. We're just grateful just to be here and get to be around during this time, and all that we're going to get to experience and embrace. I think we're pretty lucky to get to be here now.
Absolutely. I feel that way just because it's this time of year, even. I get so excited when the summer is over.
I bet
That's
114 degrees. Oh my gosh. Fry an egg on a
it's just
concrete
so
sidewalk.
lovely and it just tickles my soul. It makes me very happy.
Lovely. All right. Core stability, not a buzzword, not a trend. Move our pictures up higher here. Yep, going up, going up, going up. but a state of dynamic equilibrium, a sacred rhythm that rises when we begin to live, move, and choose from our deepest core. This is not about stillness. It's about your own divine pacing and embodied yes, the kind that is not frantic, but fiercely clear. Have you
Mm.
ever experienced that? I'm sure you have. Where it just feels like it's in its field. The key word is field. It feels so divinely aligned. And when it does, everything has a clarity to it.
I love that big ball of crystal or
Yeah.
whatever it is on the beach.
Crystal ball, yes.
I mean, God, that would, I don't, how you could even carry that thing. Wow, that's pretty.
Well, and think about a sacred rhythm. Like we don't ever think of our rhythm being sacred, but and it's I can't say that I've tapped it a lot, but I really do feel like there've been, what do I want to say, glimpses of that core stability that we're talking about here, and really it's, like the other day, if somebody would have asked me how I am, and it really has come along because of the work we're doing with the elder stuff. Like I would have answered that I'm glistening and I feel like I'm in heaven riding on a magic carpet. That is how it's been feeling for me. And it's as I'm embracing
Oh, great.
bringing this information forward to the public. Like I'm so excited to awaken and to the late elders to really embrace the beauty of who they are.
Hmm.
So totally.
It's probably not a topic that they've given a lot of
I
consideration.
know.
I mean, or thinking that they should be thinking about it. They don't think about that. They've they've bought into a much smaller box.
Well, and especially with you work, 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 and just everything, raise a family, pay for housing, just
Right.
all the stresses of the systems that are in place in so many
Sure.
programmed ways. And then you go towards retirement. And I've definitely met people that say, I can't even handle retirement. Like I'm so used to being go, 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 go. I can't do it. I can't do it. And especially if they don't have a lot of hobbies.
Oh,
But
you'd have to have
also,
hobbies. You'd go nuts.
mhm, I know. But it's interesting, this is the biggest generation, and we're probably the biggest consumers because when you have more time, you can definitely have more time to consume too. But,
Right.
it's just interesting for us to be here now. And so I love the idea, dynamic equilibrium, sacred rhythm, moving from our deepest core and a divine pacing. That's so good for us to look at those terms, divine pacing and embodied. Yes. Like who would ever think of divine pacing? But if we bring that into our
Yes.
processing and we really start to embrace that and it just the more we tap into something, the more it with repetition, the greater it'll be a part of us. And I love inviting this in for you and I and whoever listens to this to really honor our divine pacing. It's very
Well, I
cool.
think it's going to take more than just themselves to do it. I think it's going to be have to be a consensus of people that are friends of that age group doing things together and stuff
Mhm.
like that, that somebody sparks it and maybe we should do this and show them who we really are.
Well, it's interesting because there's so many elders that, um, at the time of more closer to retirement, I mean, many are still working because everything has gotten so costly, but there's so much in the way of hermithood. There's so
Oh,
many
yes.
people that are can hermit because they can just get online and have a connection there.
Absolutely. I
But the,
I
but
have been there.
mhm.
I actually enjoyed it.
I know,
I was
I
still in
know.
my nightgown and my robe all
Yeah,
morning.
yeah. I mean, so it's a biggie to see where we can go with this, where this will choose to go as um, a path and journey that we're
Hmm.
inviting forward
Hmm.
now. And if there's a way with internet for all those that want to stay as hermits to start being called more into a community, even if
Yes,
it's online, we really,
sure.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
saying podcasting's like going to be the biggest thing that's out there,
Yeah.
but it is important to not, we're going to need to not be in hermithood to the degree we've been, because we really are going to need community. I mean, I've gotten to witness in a really good way where I live right now. We get together once a month and have dinner together, and it's so fun. It's a nice group of
That's
people.
cool.
I know, and it is good. It's so easy to just get idle. So it's
Oh,
very, very important. So are you starting to understand more of core stability?
that what?
Are you starting to understand more of core stability?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No, I those two words have never entered my brain. Isn't that something?
Hmm.
I mean, core stability, just figuring it out.
I know. Yay.
It's something, but it's essential to establish what it is and build it.
All right,
Yeah.
Joyce, here you go.
Oh, core stability is both a process and a birthright. A remembering that your life is not random, that your voice is not optional, that your presence here is not accidental.
How are those for some biggies?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
to really look at how many people probably believe their life is random.
Oh, absolutely. It's probably a day that doesn't go by that they think, oh, oh, I never, I never would have engaged in that or something. Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting. Very interesting.
For sure. And that our voice is not optional. Like, why did we end up with a throat chakra? Why did we end up with a voice box? Why did we end up with the language that we have? I mean, I know there's
Well,
more.
it was to share and connect.
Mhm. I mean, I do think we're getting more, there's going to be more of telepathy. I'm having it happen for my own self. Um, so I think we're in another change in that way. We're evolving even with our voice and language, and
Mhm.
our voice will be telepathic. It won't have to have the sound component to it, and we'll still be able to reach each other. How's that for a wild process to look
Oh,
at?
good.
I love it.
Okay. Well,
And your presence here is not accidental.
yeah.
Well, I mean, as creator beings, I do believe we chose this. I, I've heard people say that there were many people that wish to get to come to Earth, and the ones of us that are here can consider ourselves the lucky ones because of everything we're going to learn and grow from as a result of getting to
Well,
go
that's a
through.
kind of a concept that I really
Hmm.
haven't addressed was as far as that we chose this. I kind of thought that it was just because our parents were here.
So
Wound up
it
here.
was random. In a way, it was random, is what you're thinking by what you're saying with the first box there.
Yeah.
That yours was random. You just had your parents, and so they brought you here, and this is what happened. But I think we're going to
See, I
find
would
more.
have thought of random as if I wound up on another planet or something. But I don't know about random when roots were here and you grow from roots. And so that's why you're here, unless they moved. And it's,
It really is going to be how we get opened up, like, are we multidimensional beings? If we're multidimensional beings, and if there's such a word called timelines that we hear a lot of people say,
oh, yeah.
are we living many different lifetimes all at the same time?
Well, that's what's said. I mean,
Mhm.
that's a hard one for me to digest
It is,
because
it
how do,
is.
how do you juggle that?
I
Wow.
had to see a movie that was someone had recommended, and it was called The Nines, had Ryan Reynolds in it. Wow. It was deep, deep, deep. He had us watch all these other movies first that he was a part of and see how
Yeah.
there was a continuum. There was even something
Oh,
other than,
wow.
and we got done watching and went, wow. Like, that's one of those movies where you probably want to go back in and watch it again because it was more focused on the multidimensionality of us as
Uh-huh.
species. Man, it was huge. So anyway, it's that your presence here is not accidental. We shall see. We shall see.
We
I got
shall
that
see. We're going
somewhere.
to be learning so much. It's just
Yeah.
amazing.
Most of us have been trained to compromise our power before we even know what it is. That's probably 99.5%. To betray purpose in favor of approval. That's all that ego stuff. To
Mm.
contort ourselves into patterns of survival that keep us spinning just outside our own center. And our center, below that center is our core stability. So it's keeping us out of our core stability, which is, you know, it's like the it place as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I can't say, I can say I've maybe tapped it. I don't know for sure, but it is a birthing of us looking at that. And then part of the way is through trust,
Uh-huh.
what these lettered dice are showing. I mean, there's been so much that we've been um, programmed to follow that is based on
Oh,
approval.
and we're
Approval.
we're
Ugh.
totally unaware that we're being programmed. Just was part of our life.
And it's just, I mean, it's that mental part of us that I believe is shifting, and we're going to be more into what's called our solar plexus, which is more of a feeling state. And I think we're going to find our lives are a lot easier to deal with than being totally stuck in the mind. My learning, my understanding that I'm getting to is that the mind is just a passenger. It's not our driver, and we've given it, like, even in terms of approval, the power to be the driver of everything we do. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in doing that, it's that good enough disruption that we're not even coming near to our own center. That, like I talked about, that focused awareness. That to me is an example of our
Yeah.
center.
Hmm.
And it's not until we really keep repeating it and practicing what it's like. I mean, there's a lot of people that, meditate, so I think they reach it doing that. I've never been a good meditator, but you know,
Me neither.
no. My mind, I mean, I don't know if I could do it now or not. I don't know.
I'm too fidgety.
All right, Joycey.
Oh, but something in you is breaking that spell. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. So I ask you, where in your life are you still waiting for permission to stand in the center of your own fire? Or where are you outsourcing your clarity when your soul already knows the way? Wow.
And I think we can probably only tap this when we begin to see what it feels like to be in that focused awareness, to be present, to be
Hmm.
right here,
Hmm.
right now, every moment, not in the past, not in the future, right here, right now. and just be in the
Mhm.
gloriousness of the right now.
Yeah.
It's just so fascinating to look at that our soul already knows the way.
Oh, yeah.
It's so amazing. I mean, it's been orchestrated in a beautiful way
Beautiful.
for us not to realize that our soul knows the way. Like it's so well done. It's like a beautifully orchestrated movie,
Right.
a good plot,
Oh, yeah.
and waiting for permission to stand in the center of our own fire. Just even believing that we have to wait for someone's permission. What? For permission from who?
Yeah.
Whom?
Mm.
So I like that we're here, that us being here, Joyce, we're breaking that spell because a lot of this is spells.
It's what?
Spells.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I don't know. I'm having ear troubles lately.
Ah,
In the distinction of certain words, I'm guessing sometimes. But
that's got to
that'll
be
be,
tough.
it is. It is. It's like I've got two big things over my ears.
Humming.
Yeah.
So I was talking about the word spell, spell,
Uh-huh.
which it's so much of our language, so much of the programs that we're calling programs. So
Yeah.
we're breaking the spell, Joyce.
We are breaking the spell.
That's why we're here doing these podcasts.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So I love the picture of this gal.
Oh, yeah.
It's like stepping into it, stepping into our clarity,
That's
not
right.
outsourcing it anymore.
Yay, team.
Core stability is not stillness. It is dynamic equilibrium, a living breath of sovereignty that arises when a being chooses to live, speak, and move from the deepest strata of their soul. I love all these pictures here. Like
Mhm.
all of them say something.
Mhm.
The one on the left reminds me of you. That's why I put her there. She kind of reminds me of Joyce.
Well, it's just because of the hair, but hers is looking better than mine. I've got it too tight on my head, so hers has got a nice openness to
Well,
it.
somebody did her hair, so not to worry. And anyway, we're not into approval anymore.
Oh, that's a goal.
We're
Love
releasing
to
that
have
as of
my
this
hair.
podcast.
Somebody come in and do me a nice do today.
So I love it. I love looking at the words dynamic equilibrium.
Yes.
That's really like that divine pacing.
Mm-hmm.
Same idea. When we
Divine equilibrium. Mm,
So do
mm.
you feel like you're connecting at all to your soul? Does it feel like it's more present than it's ever been?
I think so.
Mhm.
I'm just having a lot of experiences that I am blown away by, actually, that I have never allowed myself to even think about, let
Never given
alone,
yourself permission. Exactly
yeah,
what we're talking about.
exactly, exactly. And it's kind of trippy because this wasn't my avenue particularly.
Well, I mean, think of all the chains that you're breaking, you're cutting off of you,
hmm
that
hmm
all the imprisonment.
That's right. And things that I thought I was established in, the thinking was fine with me. That's what
Right,
I had
right.
surmised was going to be the
Yes,
pattern that I was going to work with.
yes.
And I have been totally reorganized and the brain department.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah, it is. It all comes to like anything. What kind of result do you get out of thinking a certain way? And if you're not getting the result you want, but you always thought it was just fine the way it was, then change it, see what happens. And I kind of allowed that. And whoa,
Yeah, you're in a full throttle.
I really am.
You're in fourth gear. Well, I love this where they're looking through all their pictures and looking at ancestral stuff and
Oh, yes.
and yet so you've got this one that seems collected, what we would describe in our programmed way as collected. And then you have this other one that's looking out the window with the light and very pensive, but she shows so much of
Hmm.
her experience within the lines on her face. So
Hmm.
it really is the different living and speaking and moving from the deepest strata of
Sure.
our soul. And I think that's, you know, like my husband's been ill and the level of pain he's witnessing, and you understand that well. It's somehow finding a way to get through it that doesn't make it be all consuming, because that's the frightening part about something like pain is it can take over every aspect of your being, and it's
Oh, yes.
all you want to talk about. Like it's a is there a way that I got him a book about learning about pain and understanding in a different way, and I'll be anxious to see what they share in it. Somebody recommended it, but you
I
know
mean, it actually makes me quake when I think that I might not have my store-bought remedy. Um, if it's getting time
mhm.
and I ran out or something, but I never allow myself to. I'm gonna get back up. But it's a horrible feeling because it's growing. It's like getting worse and worse without treating it. And of course, if you can't take certain things, I never wanted drugs or anything particularly, it just basic stuff, but it makes a difference.
Mhm.
And I'm so grateful that it's available
Yay.
for me. Yeah, well, I hope he gets better soon. I mean, I don't know how he can. Do you have any kind of red lights therapy, like
Oh,
those
we've got so
blankets of
much
red
good.
light? Hmm?
We've got lots of good stuff. It just keeps moving around,
Yeah.
and somebody explained to him today that it's muscular, and that it's pretty neat when we talk about the word innate, is that the body's muscles are flexing in a way that creates pain because they're protecting the liver and the gallbladder.
Wow.
How's that for cool?
I didn't know that they looked out for those
I
things.
know. I mean, but it obviously makes so much sense, right? It
Oh,
makes
that's
sense. Like
amazing.
we everything works together. We're all part, aspects of the whole, just like the trees and earth, and just there's so much, the sky, everything. There's so much where everything is integral to the whole. So of
Mhm.
course it makes sense that the body would actually be doing a bit of protection. It's just that it creates such an avenue of
Right.
this horrid pain. I mean, and his has just moved. It's moving down from the chest and moved more into the back and waist, and now it's going down into the hips and legs. So is it progress? You try and analyze it, but um, so I mean, whatever the lessons are with this, it's been very acute. Okay, Joyce, you get to read this next.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for walking this path with us today. I liked it. I really liked it.
Oh, yay.
If something within you stirred, yes. If truth touched your bones, oh, definitely. And take a breath. Let it integrate. This isn't the end, it's an opening.
It's that yes. It's that yes that we talked about in the previous slide.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so for all of the people that get to view this, and even Joyce's response today to this, we hope you glean a lot out of this and start to see um, more about the being that you are and all that you bring to the table by being an elder at this time.
I think it'll make a difference too when we move into the interview arena
Mhm,
of people that are executing the goal
mhm,
and experiencing a more fulfilling time of life.
mhm,
And I think that will be inspirational. It won't be just theoretically, then it'll be a testimony.
mhm.
It's good.
Yeah, so we start that. Our next podcast is when we're going to start doing the interviews.
Okay.
So this was our we're getting ready. It probably won't be till I think I might wait till later on in December to really do the launch of all 12 podcasts more because there's a
Oh,
timing.
sure. Yeah.
I like the time. We'll see. It might end up earlier, but then we'll get this out and then really get going. There's so much more. We're offering courses, and we hope to galvanize into groups that can offer their abilities in some
This was
productive
just a
way.
warm up
Mhm,
initially to
mhm.
get the feeling and reminding them each week, or yeah, other
Yeah,
week.
this is the bugle call like they do in the military to wake everybody up.
Yep.
This, this is our elder bugle call. Oops, that went too far. An opening to stay in the field, receive transmissions, be part of this living moment. Until next time, stay sovereign, stay seen, and keep listening. I love these pictures.
Yeah, stay sovereign, stay seen, and keep
I
listening.
mean, there's so many fun. I see it on social media. There's so many women, elders that get out there, and or men too, but more women that love
Yeah.
to get out there and just dance. They have that. They've gotten to be
Oh, yes.
during all the hippie
It's
generation
so
stuff,
cool.
and they
And
get going and
they're
they're
having such a good
oh
time.
my God, and they're so good. And then here's this lady. I mean, I've never been able to get a hula hoop. I at one point I think I did, but this is so cute because there's nothing better as a form of play than doing a hula hoop. And
I'll never get that. I
I
could
know
only
it's
go maybe
tough.
one time, one and a half times before.
Yes. It looks so much easier than it is. And then of course we have our wonderful logo, Whispers from the Hearth, which is hands surrounding that beautiful flame, and it's got a backdrop of the sun. So there's a lot of symbolism in this
Oh,
in
yeah.
our logo.
Very cool. Very cool.
So
Okay.
thank you. With love and admiration, Joyce and Annie. And I'll go ahead and stop our, well, now I'm not going to stop our recording yet, but I'll stop this part. So
I liked this I mean, I like them all, but this one somehow spoke to me even more.
I'm so glad. I mean,
Hmm.
I would imagine that's that each and every one of them is going to have a different um, speak. Like
Effect.
there's going to
Yeah.
be others
When it's
that it connects, one of them connects and
right,
the other
right.
one doesn't type thing. But and in my senses, it's where you are. Like it probably speaks to you because on some level, you really are, coming into your core stability in a greater way.
Yeah, I am. And it's so
I
exciting.
know. I mean, it's beautiful. That's why it's never too late. Like with this,
Beauty,
all
I
all
don't
the
think I
proof.
sent you the latest. They're saying anticipating. They said I to be speaking in front of millions, and they're there because of the frequency.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what
They
we're
want
talking
some of
about.
that frequency, which it does. It just keeps traveling over everywhere. And
Well,
I'm
and that's what's
oh,
so neat is the synchronicities. Like if you look at what is evolving for you, and then we get, this is a synchronicity to me for you to get to witness this whole podcast about core stability. So it's like there, that's that not random. Like
that's right.
there's more of a divine pacing and divine play that's going on than we
You're
ever could imagine, no matter what it looks like. If we end up destitute on the streets, I mean, it's just amazing what what is still gained at all time through experience of being a human at this time on Earth. So
How are we going to do the setup here for the with the third person?
it's easy. Everybody does
The
them.
what?
It's easy. Everybody does them. I mean, it
I
just,
mean, but
and
are we going to be all the same level?
we're not gonna have a screen this big. I
Oh,
mean, we'll be small, our screen, our faces will be a little smaller. But yeah.
okay.
And I'm so proud of you because you've never done any of this stuff and you've been a real trooper. I mean,
Just because
today
I'm a
was a
talker.
miracle. We both got to be on screen. That's the first time, and I'm like, okay, okay.
Okay.
I mean, who would have guessed? So,
Oh,
um,
I love your things back there.
the
Thank
mosaics,
you.
yeah, aren't they lovely?
Wow. Holy Toledo.
Yeah, they're really fun. Those top two
Oh,
are
what's your
women.
favorite one?
Ah,
This
probably
one?
the blue one on the left. It's a woman's hair that completely wraps around her face.
Oh.
It's really cool, and
Oh,
that's
I see. I
it's
see.
very celestial, like around her hair and head are
Yeah, that one
stars.
is there's a subtlety to it because of the monochromatic effect,
Mhm.
which I like, but this one is alive.
I know, they're so fun. They're
Mhm.
really fun. Like when you get like it's so great when you get like different aspects of light, sunlight on them,
Oh,
because
I
so much of
bet.
it's dichroic glass. So
And see,
it
I
literally.
couldn't sell them. I
I mean, I want to sell them.
only for the money.
Oh, for the money, for
No,
sure.
but
Because this is taking a lot for me to get all this going. I'm
you
spending
got to
the
keep it
money.
and you've got to have them displayed. It's you, it's the time you put in.
Mhm.
I don't give it. Well, I've given art away because I
Yes, you have.
what
I have
you know
one.
where they have but they'll give me a picture or they want something that reflects that or something. And those go, but I wouldn't want to just be naked without them all. I've got still there.
I know. I mean, yeah, I think what we learn as artists is that you do want to let go of them because it's like holding on to an attachment, and it opens up the creativity. Like I'm working on a new one amidst everything I'm doing with this elder work. I'm doing a new one because I missed, and it's because I finally had one that sold. Finally. I mean, and part of it's because I have actually tried to get to
You don't
festivals.
have the exposure to the buyers
Mhm.
enough.
I know. And I really have applied and gone into different places because we're in such an artsy arena. But
Uh-huh.
I also think these are high frequency. I had a person from Australia, the one that just sold was one of a dragon, and he said, I think I'm supposed to have that. And the thought of sending my mosaic through the mail, I was like, oh, by the time
Oh
he
no.
pieces may fall out of it. So it was like, no, that one's too much of a major, especially going through customs, because customs is
Oh
so,
no, 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 no,
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. So the person that
They
got it was just the right person to get it, and
oh
it's
yeah.
really one of my better ones. But so anyway, I'm just excited. But that's
Keep them.
well, I hope you get to a point too where you can use your hands and arms again and start doing your artwork again, because
Oh, I
you've
do
done some
too.
beautiful
Well, when I can get
pieces
my arms working, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna be kind of busy.
for sure.
Um,
All right, sweetie. Thank you very, very much. I'm so grateful
okay.
to you. And the next time we have a wonderful person that's coming that's going to be
Oh,
fascinating to
I'm looking
listen
forward
to.
to it.
And that'll be in 2 weeks. So thank you very much. I'm going to go
Okay,
ahead and
don't
stop
go.
recording.
Bye bye.